today I want to just have a little chat, a little video chat, if you will. Look at this new Photocard collect book that I got. Got it off of AliExpress. It's a little bit bent, and I'm not quite sure why. I guess that just happened. But she's fine. I can unbend her. So I'm going to be switching over my photocards in this book to this book. And hi, you, I know, you can watch me. And I think I'll just be rambling in this. I might speed it up at some parts if I'm not saying anything of substance, just so that it's not like an hour-long video. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little chill video since the last like 2 videos I've made, I have not felt like uploading them because they weren't good. I recently did a GWSN The Other Side of the Moon unboxing, except half of the stuff I said in that video was either A, not true, or B, I just kept saying Maya instead of Mia, and it was like I can't edit that out. Like I'd have to do a voiceover, like a full-on John Mulaney. Wow, she's beautiful. Like I need to do that for the video, and it's so much work. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to do something that didn't require a lot of editing, so we're gonna do that. This used to be in my phone case. I had a Chew Photocard in there, but I didn't know what to do with it. It was too... Sorry, that dog just dropped a bone. I'm currently dog sitting. That's not my dog, by the way. Hey King, what? 2 weeks ago, I actually kind of did a clean out of this because I started doing photocard trading again, or at least I'm attempting to. I haven't actually started to, but I have the initiative to. So I was separating photocards from the ones I want to trade. So these are all the ones I want to trade. I don't know what to do now with them. Some of them are like freebies. I just have weekly freebies because, again, I had 2 weekly albums come in and I just didn't feel like recording an unboxing of it because I had just gotten home. Family was in the house. I was like, you know what? Let's not be embarrassing. Okay, so this one I kind of have set up by group. That gets kind of difficult at points where it's like, now I'm running out of room and I have to keep rearranging the pages and it's kind of annoying. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep my alts in here. My alts are Loona and Frumis, so I think if I just keep Loona and Frumis in here, since Loona has a lot of photo cards because I have the summer package, I feel like this will be good just to keep them separate, and then everyone else goes in here. And I was thinking of splitting up boy group, girl group, but like, I didn't want to infringe gender roles upon them, so you know what? I was like, let's just do it by alts. So this was my first ever photo card, Wendy. I would trade her, but I'm a little too emotionally attached to it because it was my first ever K-pop album. So she's staying. I saw this TikTok a while ago about how you're supposed to put your photo cards in sleeves because they'll like get worn or something. I don't know. All I know is that I saw that and I freaked out for a bit and I was like, holy shit, I need to get those penny sleeves. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm built different. Maybe that's not gonna happen to me. So hopefully it won't. But I feel like everyone who collects photo cards has seen that video and was like, wow, I need to get penny sleeves. And it's not like I'm in an extreme climate. Like I also saw the thing about photo cards in the back of your phone case, how it like will literally like melt. Like it was in a Hyphen photo card, I think. And I was like, I'm not like in Arizona, so I think I'll be fine. Like, I don't know, that would suck though. Like imagine having to peel off your photo card in the back of your phone. That's sick. So I guess what I'll talk about next is kind of my thoughts and opinions on photo card collecting, because I am in a very strange situation where I want to collect photo cards, but not to the extreme, I guess, as some other people. I just want very specific photo cards. And I'm not one of those people where I'm like, I need to have every single photo card of my bias. Like, I just kind of, like, I like to have them. And even if there's, like, a member I don't bias, where I'm like, that's a cute photo card, it's just, like, I just want it. But I don't go out of my way to collect it. Like, there's people with, like, binders and stuff, and I envy them because they have such, like, a organized collection. And I'm over here like, hi, look at my little photo album. So I kind of just, I'm very lenient on photo card collecting, which is why I don't really use my trade account a lot, because I don't know, like, it's not a priority for me. I'm more about collecting the album than it is about the photo card. I do like getting the album with the photo card, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I'm not very particular on what member I get for a photo card. Like, no judgment, but I could never be somebody who pays more than $10 for a piece of paper. Like, I don't see myself doing that. Even if it's, like, rare or limited, even if it's, like, Hyunjin hash brown PC, like, I'm like, I don't see the appeal of spending so much money on a piece of paper that will go in the back of your phone and then go inside a little book and stay there. Like, it doesn't really, I'm not crazy about that idea. I prefer the actual album, which, again, this is the thing when people are like, well, the albums just sit on your shelf. Yeah, but I also actually play the CD in the car. I love playing CDs in the car because then I'm not on my phone trying to switch the song. It keeps me focused and doesn't distract me from driving. So, yeah, and I like the CDs. I think CD plate designs are very cool. I like it when people, like, put it on their wall and decorate their wall like that. I want to do that, but I don't want to put holes in my wall. But I do have a giant corkboard, and I'm considering doing that. So, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little room tour if I do that. But yeah, I think photo cards are fun and cute. But I'm not crazy about it. I'm not wild. I'm just kind of there. Oh, Minnie. I love Minnie. So yeah, Loona. Let's talk about Loona for a bit. So Loona just had their comeback, and Paint the Town. My opinions are, listen. I'm a little bit, como se dice, over this sound. I like this song, I really do. But I really, really want Loona to not do that sound again for a long time. So far we've had So What, Why Not, and now Paint the Town. And they're all kind of leaning in the girl crush kind of area, and I just really, really want something else now. So yeah, no, I'm not mad at this comeback. It's just, I've kind of want to hear something else from them. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that right now. Like, I see a lot of opinions. Some people hate the song, people love the song, whatever. Some people are completely put up with Loona, and I'm like, listen. In my opinion, it would have been better. This is something I've been thinking about. I think that instead of So What era, when Hassel went on break, I think that they should have did a YYXY comeback instead. The reason being is because one, YYXY has not had their repackage yet, and two, that would have given time to have an OT12 comeback if they just promoted the subunit instead. So if they just did a subunit promotion instead, that would have at least covered for that part of the year. So it wouldn't have been such a long wait between, like, well, they had also company issues at that time, but it wouldn't have been such a long wait from So What to Why Not. Like, if instead of So What, they just did a YYXY, that could have covered it until maybe Why Not, and then it would have only been one comeback without hassle. That's my personal opinion. Also, I just really want a YYXY repackage. And it's getting kind of annoying at this point because I just don't know the point of debuting subunits and then never doing anything with them again. I'm so grateful to have Hassel back in a group comeback, but it would be really nice to see them in subunits again, because I also think that that would minimize some of the complaints about line distribution and like member treatment. There are many issues I have with Paint the Town not giving enough screen time to Go On or VV or line distribution. And I think if we got a YYXY comeback, I think Go On would have been able to showcase more of her talent, been in the spotlight more, because in their subunits, they obviously get more lines than they would in an OT12 song. So that's just my opinion. I really think that they should have done that. If I were managing Loona, YYXY would have had their repackage during the promotion time that So What did, and then it would have come back with... See, that's the other thing. This is completely off topic. I just interrupted myself, but So What's mini album was really good, but I don't like how the title track didn't match with the rest of the mini album. It doesn't make any sense, but let me explain. I just think that the way that it was promoted to be like the other side of the moon, ooh, a darker side of Loona with this heavy brash instrumental and So What. And then we got B-sides like Number One and Ding Ding Dong. And I was like, okay, interesting choice. And literally that mini album has my favorite B-sides on it. I'm not kidding. Favorite B-sides ever. But it didn't line up with the way the title track... It didn't line up with the title track concept, is what I'm trying to say. And that's why it's like... This direction that Loona's going with their title tracks... I'm over it at this point. I really am. I would like to... Literally, if they promoted any of their B-sides as a title track, I feel like that would be... that would be so much better. So I do enjoy Loona's comeback. I do. I'm really glad that they got to at least do one stage of Wow, because I love that B-side. I love Wow. I love Be Honest. I'll be honest. Crickets. Dance on My Own, I'm a little confused. Listen, I see a lot of people praising it. A lot of people rank it really high when they do their album reviews, but that song to me is giving me like Ava Max. It's giving me random one-hit wonder on the Western charts. Like, that's such like it just sounds very generic, and I don't quite understand how it has such positive reviews, I guess, because I listened to it and I was like, this can't be the song that people are absolutely loving. I'm like, this can't be it. That can't be that song. I think it's good, I think it's catchy, but I just don't think it's on the same tier as all the other B-sides. I'm like, this can't be a Loona song. This is Ava Max. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being finicky, but like, I heard that song and I was like, this is not a Loona song. I was like, this is absolutely not a Loona song. And I think it's all in English, right? Am I right? I might be wrong. But, no, that song doesn't do it for me. I would pick Be Honest over that any day. So I don't hate the song, but it's just... That's not the first song I would show somebody if I was trying to get them into Loona. But, yeah. From S9 had their comeback kind of recently. Not really, it was like a month or two ago. And I enjoyed that very much. I'll be honest though, I have not re-listened to it since promotions ended. Like, I don't, like I haven't listened to like airplane mode since then, but like, that's okay. But I did enjoy We Go. The stages were cute, girls look cute, absolutely in love with the concept that they had, the photos. Oh, it's so good. But I really want a From S9 full album now. If I was in charge of them, we need one. It's been like, what, 3 years since their debut or something? They need a full album now. Full album now. Same thing with Loona. Loona full album now. Butterfly, I don't count as a full album because that was a repackage, so it was just XX B-sides and then plus songs. So like, no, I want a full album from Loona. Like, more than 8 songs, completely new, none of the old songs. It'd be great if they like did an OT12 version of the songs that Hassel missed out on. That would be cool. That's what I thought that they were gonna do for, and I thought that some of the B-sides would be like, so what? Hassel version or something, like just Hassel singing it. Nobody else, it's just her. But they didn't. But that's okay. I was really happy that Hassel got the bridge in Paint the Town. So far I'm okay with Paint the Town's styling. It's giving very Everglow, which is not an issue, but it's like, I would like to see a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think they could do some really interesting styling for WoW stages. I want bright, I want colorful, I want retro, but not like disco retro. I want like pin-up, like 50s diner retro. Are you seeing my vision for WoW? Such a good song. What else has been plaguing my mind? A.C.E had a comeback. I have been obsessively consuming A.C.E content. It's getting really bad. Oh man, I don't know what happened. A.C.E just never miss with their concept and their styling. They never miss. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, so these are all the Loona Island photo cards. There's literally so many of them. I'm gonna put them all together. This is so... Nobody judge me. This is my poll for weekly. I love Jae-hee. She's a part of my bias line. My weekly biases, funny, because I literally can't decide. Because I was waiting to get to know all the members first, because I was like, I'm not going to be a stereotypical orbit. I'm not like other girls. I'm not going to just bias Jihan because she's cute and she's an orbit. So I was like, okay, let's give it a bit. But Jihan's still, I still love her. But also Ji-yoon, because I think she's so funny. She's so funny. She's comedy gold. So I was really happy that I pulled her. And then Jae-hee. I like Jae-hee a lot. I will admit it. I'm gonna admit it. I love her. So I pulled her 3 times. And one of them I'm gonna trade because I don't need 2 Jae-hee. So I'm gonna try to get Ji-yoon or Jihan. So, excited. I wanted this Photocard so bad. I'm so glad I got it. I was like this was literally the one I wanted. Oh, anyways. Okay, so this is all empty now, I believe. Yep. So now I'm gonna see how much room is in this. See, now, so I don't know if I already said this, but I got this at AliExpress, which surprisingly, this was my first time ordering from them because I know that they're popular and like they have a lot of cheap stuff but like I was like, I'm very weird about shipping. I'm always like, what's the shipping price? How long is it gonna take to get to me? Because I'm spoiled with Amazon and Amazon's 2-day shipping. But, you know, I'm actually pretty satisfied. Is this, okay, there's something that can go in here. I didn't know. So these have 3 each page. That one only had 2. These double-sided? Yes. No? Yes. Hold on, I can't figure that out. Are they double-sided? Oh, they are, okay. So these are double-sided too. I think I'll have plenty of room, I guess, but let's see what else I can talk about. Red Velvet. I need a Red Velvet comeback yesterday. I'm extremely mad at SM Entertainment because everything that they do when it comes to managing their groups is always wrong. It's always terrible. Hi. It's been over a year now, like a year and a half since full group comeback, and it's coming up to a year since Irene and Solgi's subunit. So what I'm wondering is what the hell is gonna happen. And I know that they're focusing on like doing their solos, like we had Wendy's solo, we had Joy's solo. All right, enough of that. Give us what we actually want. I'm really happy Joy got her solo though. Deserved and expected. But I'm getting a little annoyed because what's gonna happen is they're gonna do a Yeri solo and then it's gonna be 2022 by then. Like okay, I get it. Can we please get another album? Please? I need a Bad Boy Part 2. It just doesn't make any sense because right now, the only promotions that are going on in SM are NCT Dreams. NCT Dream had to come back, by the way. That too. The dog is eating in the background, so if you just hear chomping, I'm so sorry. But I have a bone to pick with SM, and I'm really sick and tired of waiting. Because I think Red Velvet are coming up on their like 6th year or so in the industry. Ooh, this is kind of a tight fit. Okay, she fits. I don't know what I'm going to do about some of the other fatter photo cards. I guess I'll just have to go in the other one. But, you know, I'm sick and tired of the bare minimum for Red Velvet. I'm sick and tired of SM giving the worst merch options available. They don't restock their store, so it's almost impossible to find any Red Velvet albums. There's like 0 promotions going on for them right now, except for Solgi has a little like talk show thingy. Where's Yeri? I miss Yeri. Hasn't posted in like forever, I feel like. And like you can't even excuse it by being like, oh, Irene's scandal, because it's been like 6 months since then. So hurry up. We're over it already. Things were cleared up. It's just extremely annoying to have SM Entertainment do the absolute bare minimum for all of their groups. Like, it's getting really annoying. It's getting extremely annoying, actually. Ooh, that's kind of cute. So I guess my next bone to pick would be... Yojin, you're gonna get your own spot, because I'm gonna put by subunits. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let's talk about comebacks. Specifically, the comebacks that have been happening in the year of 2021. I don't hear. Listen, I saw one video. I didn't watch it. So, my bad. That's on me. But I saw a video I recommended about how 2021 comebacks have not been good at all. And I kind of have some thoughts on that. I don't necessarily think that every comeback in 2021 has been absolute garbage, obviously, and I'm sure the person who posted that didn't intend that, they just mean in general, but I feel like every year this happens. Every year people are like, 2020 is the worst year for K-pop, 2019 is the worst year for K-pop, 2018 was the worst year for K-pop. Every year somebody is like, wow, the music just isn't as good as it was before. And I just think you guys aren't looking hard enough. I'll be honest, I think you guys are not looking hard enough, because I'm having a great time. Maybe that means my standards are really low, or I listen to flop music, but to me, I've been having a ball. Last year was really good K-pop wise for me. Every group that I liked had a phenomenal comeback. Last year was really, really good for people who stand like 4th gen groups, kind of, but like older 4th gen, I don't know how to describe it, but like the boys last year, they had amazing comebacks, in my opinion. Loona came back that year, they did great. A.C.E. There was a lot of good debuts last year, which I heard people saying that 2020 debuts were not good, and that all the new 4th gen K-pop groups produce ass music, which I'm not going to defend some of them, because some of them I listen to their music and I'm like, that doesn't slide. But I feel like there was a lot that went under the radar, and people didn't exactly pay attention to those ones, and they had the best music. 2, now TO1, they had a fantastic debut in my opinion. I love their mini albums. I loved their summer comeback. Running Together, that was my favorite, almost one of my favorite comebacks of 2020. Amazing. So I just feel like, to say in general that every up-and-coming K-pop group is not meeting the mark is kind of ignorant to all of the smaller groups from like smaller companies that have been releasing consistently good music. That's just my opinion, though. People being like, oh, they're not monster rookies or whatever. Maybe not monster rookies, but they're very good. Weekly, in my opinion, did very good. A.C.E, we got A.C.E at the end of 2020. They're doing great. Then they had to come back in 2021. A$AP was a smash hit. So this whole argument of there's not any good K-pop comebacks, there's not any good K-pop music, yeah. Go be a hag in a corner, please. Because I'm having a great time. And personally, in my opinion, I think it depends very much on... Ooh, she's supposed to go next. Where'd Jinsol go? Oh, she's up there. In my opinion... Oh, put her in the wrong slot. I think it's entirely dependent on whatever the music trends are, because obviously, if there's a current wave of, let's say, R&B, and you don't like R&B, then of course you're not going to like that year in K-pop, because every group is going to come back with R&B. And I feel like the whole argument of, you know, fourth gen boy groups keep coming back with the same sound, that was relevant for last year. But I feel like this year they're getting a lot better with shaking things up a bit. There's this group called Kingdom, not related to the Mnet show, but there's this group called Kingdom, and they're putting something completely different out there. I mean, they're doing Nights at the Round Table different. And then we got Pixie, who's doing something pretty cool. They got this whole evil fairy concept going on. That's cool. So I feel like there's groups that are trying something new. And if you're not paying attention to them, then of course you're going to be like, wow, everything sounds the same. To you it does, not to me. And I think that the reason that a lot of people are saying stuff like, oh, you know, K-pop's not the same anymore, I feel like that's a given, because most of the older groups, like third gen groups, are being phased out, sort of, in a way. Like, we're not seeing an awful lot of EXID. They haven't had a comeback. We're not seeing them. A-Pink, we're not seeing them. Dia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it either, DIA, I think Yebin is having a solo debut. I think she had it recently. It's either coming up or already passed. But like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Especially after COVID, a lot of groups were hit hard. Gugudan, gone. I don't really know what you expect. Like, of course, groups that are older are going to be promoted less and less. So it almost feels kind of silly to be like, why doesn't the music sound like it did 5 years ago? Because those artists aren't here anymore, or they're just not as relevant anymore. Brave Girls, happy for them. They made they jumped up a bit. I hope it lasts. I really do. I listened to their recent comeback, just a little, what is it, like, Chita Boom or something? I don't know. Cute. It's a fun summer song, but it doesn't top Rolling. And it would be very nice. I think it was a single. Was it a single? I don't know. But I would like to hear a mini album from them. I would like to get the ball rolling. But just a lot of the older groups that people are like, oh, I miss when they made music and stuff like that. Like, they're not coming back. They're gone, guys. So if you don't like the K-pop music now, it's not going to change. Like, it's just going to keep moving forward. The trends are going to keep changing. Fuck, I should have put Eve here. I'm not paying attention. My head's everywhere. But yeah, I'm kind of sick and tired of that opinion being thrown around, being like, oh, 4th gen music sucks. 2021 music is ass. Well, okay, maybe it is, but this is what the general public is enjoying right now. I feel like for 2021, some of my favorite comebacks so far, have mostly been from 4th gen groups, because they're the ones who are most heavily promoting right now. And maybe I'll make a video about my favorite comebacks. I wish I made one last year, because like I said, last year for me, I had a great time. I was having a great time with all the comebacks. I got into a lot of really good groups last year. A lot of really good groups debuted last year. So since I probably won't upload my GWSN unboxing, I might, but man, it's humiliating. Since I might not upload that, I guess I'll talk about the album here. I'm blown away, astonished. I really like... GWSN's really good at making music, I'm gonna be honest. GWSN has never missed sonically. Like, every single song on all of their albums has been smash hit. Listen. And that's kind of what I wish Loona had, because people used to talk about how Loona had a signature kind of sound, especially with like Plus Plus and XX. Like, they were like, oh, the Loona sound. And then they kind of switched up producers a bit. So their sound kind of changed, but didn't really, because some of the B-sides still sounded like the Loona sound. But I really wish Loona's title tracks had more of a cohesive sound. And it's not that I don't want them to try new genres. Like, I'm very happy that they expanded, but it's like, okay, expansion done. Can we now establish ourselves in the music industry with having a unique sound? Because right now, it's not that the songs are bad, it's not giving Loona. Like, it's not... The only part of Paint the Town where I was like, this is Loona, this sounds like Loona, is Hassel's bridge part. That sounds like Loona. So, I really want them to work with producers who understand the lore and also have some creative direction and drive to keep it. I was really happy that they worked with that one producer. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. It's literally slipping my mind. But the one who was in Orbit, I'm really glad they worked with him. But I feel like it would be really cool if they got some producers who worked more with the sound that they had pre-debut era too. And when people say that they want Loona's pre-debut songs back, they mean Odd Eye Circles. I know they do, because they're annoying like that. But I want the people who worked on Love and Evil to be on their title track writing team. Hire them, please. Because when you think of the subunits, they have such distinct sounds, and I think that that's why people cling so tightly onto that Loona sound and why none of their title tracks sound like Loona anymore. It's because they don't sound like subunit title tracks. So I feel like Loona as a whole group, they've only had like 4 comebacks as 12, and they've kind of jumped around so much that they haven't really established a sound as a group. So it kind of just feels like a blend of whatever the current trend is. And like, I would really like to see them develop their own group sound. And I feel like one of the best examples for that would be GWSN or Cosmic Girls. Yes, I say GWSN because I'm not saying WJSN. They do such a great job with making all of their songs theirs. Like, no matter what album it's from, it has like a particular sound that fits in with the rest of the album, but it still sounds like GWSN. No matter what concept they do, it sounds like Cosmic Girls. And I'm so, so, so envious of that, and I wish Loona would get their hands on that. Because I feel like that's what we really need. We need more cohesiveness in their albums. I'm going full on like rant mode here. I'm so sorry. People who are watching this are just skipping past that. They're like, we don't want to hear that. No one cares. I just feel like that's the number one issue I have with Loona's recent comebacks, is just I really want there to be a signature sound in Loona. And I really would like to see the album concepts follow through. I feel like Why Not did. All of Why Not's like B-sides, I was like, this, I can tell that this is from 12 o'clock. I can tell that this is the Midnight Festival. This sounds like the Midnight Festival. But for Paint the Town, it was kind of a mixed bag. And it's not that I disliked it. It's just, it would be nice if it could all kind of blend together better. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. And I think that's why I liked GWSN's comeback so well, because it was named The Other Side of the Moon. And we got to hear some new sounds from them that we haven't before. I Can't Breathe, amazing B-side, and it was a bit on the darker side, which is perfectly fitting with the album. And then we got E-I-E-I-O, which is a song about hunting a man. Again, it fits in with the darker theme, but it was still upbeat. I love that song. Starry Night, amazing. Like, I feel like their producers do such a good job with making consistently good music and then making it fit to the concept. GWSN's mini album is going to be one of my favorite albums from 2021. I can just tell, because it's so good and it's so well produced. And I feel like it did what Loona's So What should have done, with showing another side of a group and showing other talents. Mia, I think it was Mia, Seokyoung, and Lena, they had their own little like track called Burn, and it was produced by Mia, and I'm just like, I really want that from Loona. I want Loona to take part in their own concepts and experiment. If you're offering a more bold part of Loona, then show that boldness. Have the girls be bold. Have them produce songs, write songs. Try their own hand at doing the narrative. And I know Jinsol has expressed that she explicitly writes songs, so I don't see why you wouldn't trust your own group to take part in creating this narrative. Because right now it just feels like they're getting anybody and everyone onto the Loona bus and being like, okay, we need some songs, without getting the whole picture filled out first. Because I'm really confused right now with kind of the Loonaverse and the direction they're taking in the lore. I don't know what's happening. I literally don't know what's happening. I feel like Loona has burned the moon and rebuilt themselves 3 times already. We get it. They're starting over the Mobius strip. The new Loona, Loona that's not afraid, Loona that shows other girls that they can be who they want to be. That's been nailed in the coffin by now. I understand. Can we get something else? I would like to see Loona the self-produced. So that may seem nitpicky and weird and ranty, and you're probably like, wow, she talks a lot about nothing. But, how many other Loona photocards do I have? Sorry about that, but it's just, I'm very passionate, obviously, about Loona, and I just want the best for them. And it's almost getting impossible to defend what Loona's management is doing to them, especially BBC. BBC has a lot of issues to deal with, a lot. And I don't really support the hate train that's going on with Kimin, because I feel like that poor woman's under a lot of stress. Those are just my thoughts on Loona's music. It seems like I'm complaining a lot about them, but I saw this tweet the other day that was like, you guys say you want Loona to work with different producers, and then when they do, you complain that you don't like the music. And it's like, yeah, that's right, but it's just, I It's less about the producing of the music, and it's more about whatever sound they're trying to go for. It's their concept that I kind of have an issue with now. Because it's just, with subunits, their lore had a very distinct direction, and that guided the sound of it. So, whatever the hell is going on in the Looniverse right now, it's such a mess that it's affecting the sound. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening. I could not tell you what the Looniverse, what the state of the Looniverse is at. And so it's kind of, it's really hard to follow. Like for Burn era, or Hash, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, what? At the end of the day, I just think it would be nice to see more attention to the music quality than everything else. Which, listen, I'm glad Loona has a budget now and they get proper styling. But if you think about it, most of people's favorite era was Plus Plus. And they had no budget. They were walking around an abandoned diving tower in a white t-shirt and jeans. Like jean shorts. And then they were posing in front of a blank wall in school uniforms. Like a mugshot. Like, that was the most low budget. But if you ask somebody what album had their favorite B-sides, about 60% of people will say Plus Plus had the best B-sides. Because it was all cohesive and it had a signature sound. So, I don't understand how BBC managed to lose the plot that fast and be like, oh, suddenly we're gonna make all the B-sides completely different from the title track and not follow the narrative. What happened to the original plot of the movie? What happened to the original plot of the movie? If you're going to make an album titled Burn or Hash, and it's going to be about burning the other side of the moon, and so what, and being bad girls, why were all the B-sides like ballady types? Whose idea was that? Whose idea was that? I want to speak to them. Whose idea was it to put number 1, 365, and Ding Ding Dong right next to So What? Who did that? It's so weird to me. Like, I don't understand. In terms of B-side, Burn is my favorite. But in terms of album cohesiveness, oh, that's last place. Oh, that's last place. We have them in like red outfits with this like blue backdrop, and it's like supposed to be like dark and edgy, and they're in these, and then there's the black and white outfits, and they're all wearing like streetwear, and then the lyrics on the same album are being like, "You're my number one." What? Like, I feel like they completely forgot what they were doing. Like, if you think of the styling for So What era, and then you look at the B-sides, you're like, that doesn't make sense. And see, that's almost a problem with Paint the Town, is that, like, the Paint the Town outfits with WoW, okay, that's a choice. I'm gonna just put that here. Ooh, that looks pretty. I'm just a little sick and tired of it at this point. That's it. It's just, I would really like to know what the hell is going on. I just want an explanation. That's it. I would like to know. What else can I talk about? What else can I talk about that won't be boring? Let's talk about BTS. A lot of people just clicked off, I can tell. No, I would like to talk about BTS because I miss them. I want them to come back with music and not English songs. Listen. I would really like BTS to come back, and I want them to come back with a Korean mini album. Please. I hate being the bitch that's like, I miss BTS old song, I miss their old sound, but I would like to hear it. And it's just, at this point, I'm asking for anything. Looking back on last year, Seven was a very good album, yes, but it lacked cohesiveness. And I feel like I have said that word 50 million times, so I'm not going to say it again. But I would like to see a mini album from BTS with sticking to like one kind of concept, one kind of sound. I would just like to see that. I would like another Love Yourself tier, because all the B-sides on that album, except for one of them, I will not name names, all the B-sides on that album kind of, it matched. It all had the same vibe. And I appreciated that. And I was like, this is very good. This is very well constructed. I loved how it was arranged. Album arrangement is very important to me. And Map of the Soul 7 was very good. I loved all the songs on it, but it's just, it felt like a pill party, you know? It was just like, here's 50 different genres, which is okay. I feel like that's okay for an album, especially like that album, because it was supposed to be like an amalgamation. Anyways, but like, I don't want another one of that. I want to see another concept that's consistent throughout the album. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense, but... Or I would like a member to get their solo, because they've been hinting at it, and then they don't do it. That's annoying. What else has been? So yeah, I didn't like Butter. I know, 50 people just disliked, but I didn't like Butter. I'm sorry. It's not that, like, I thought it was bad. It's just, like, I was expecting more. I'll be honest, I was expecting more. I wasn't expecting, and that's interesting to say, because I was not expecting a lot, because I knew it was an English single, so I knew it was just going to be a radio hit. But I wanted something a little bit more. And I feel like I got robbed. I don't know, it's just the music video wasn't interesting. Like, there was nothing fancy going on, no fancy sets. And see, that's the thing that kind of bothers me with BTS now, is like, I know that they have the budget and the talent to pull off very extravagant concepts and elegant, like, I know that they have the ability to. And I guess I excused it with COVID, but like, now it's like, I really want them to come back, and I want them to do something very different with styling. Not to bring A.C.E back into this, but I'm going to. But like how A.C.E.'s styling has been so different, because it's mixing in like traditional Korean clothes with like more feminine aspects, I guess. Like I want to see BTS push it a bit. I want to see them do something they haven't done before and no one else has done before. And like, I feel like at this point, even if they do something extremely, I gotta find a word. Even if they like push it a little too far and it's like it ends up being in poor taste, like even if it doesn't like hit, then at least there'll still be, at this point BTS could do anything and people would support it. I just don't get why they're not pushing a little bit and trying to become more trendsetters. Like, I want them to be a little bit edgier and do a little more experimenting in their styling. Like, I'm glad that we got Jimin in a skirt, but I want to see more of that. I want to see bolder looks. I want to see more intense makeup looks. I want to see a bit more daring outfit choices and sounds. I want them to be a little bit bolder and push the envelope a little bit more, because now that they have the platform to do that and they have the backing support of millions, I just don't understand why they're going so safe, especially with the English. I get why with the English singles they kind of needed to go safer, but that's why I'm praying that when they come back with a Korean release, that it's going to be something mind-blowing, something SM Entertainment wishes that they did. Because right now it's just like, I don't want them to come back with Boy With Love. I don't want Boy With Love. I don't want that. I don't want them to play it safe anymore. I want to see their budget. I want extravagant sets. I want Black Swan. I want that one Black Swan stage, the one with the church in the background. I want to see that. I want them to come back with something. And I feel like I'm screaming at a wall at this point, because it feels almost disrespectful to be like, I don't think BTS are doing enough. And maybe that's just every army on Twitter criticizing me, but it's just, I feel like they could do a lot more than they're doing right now. And I know they're probably preoccupied with other things like solo activities. Like I said, they've been hinting at solo coming up. And if those solos don't blow me out of the water, then it's gonna be a letdown. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but BTS has built themselves so high up that now the expectations are so high, and that kind of makes me scared, because like I said with Butters, I was so disappointed and I felt guilty for that. I was like trying to force myself to like get into it, and I was like, maybe I just am not in the mood or something. Maybe I need to come back to it. And I don't want to do that anymore, and I'm tired of pretending that mediocre is fine. So now here's me publicly coming out saying, BTS, please don't disappoint me, because I know you have the money. I know you have the money. Because one of two things happens when you criticize BTS. One, their fans tear you apart and they rip your argument to shreds and they call you a fake fan. Or two, a bunch of people who don't like BTS come to your side and they're like, see, even armies are put up with them. So it's like, I don't win. Either way, I don't win. I can't complain about them on Twitter because I'll get attacked, or I'll have a bunch of rando antis coming to my side and thinking I'm one of them. I'm not. I don't want to be associated with you guys. I just feel like I lose either way, because I feel like there's not anybody in my position who likes BTS but is bold enough to criticize them a lot. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm following the wrong people, but I feel like there's a way to criticize an artist without saying that they've gone downhill, or that they're flops now, or that they're sellouts. Like, I feel like that's the only criticism I see of BTS, is just comparing their recent songs to their recent success and how popular they are now. And even if this was BTS 3 years ago, I would still say the same thing. I'd be like, okay, let's do something else now. I don't know. I feel like I could talk about this for hours, but I'm not going to because nobody wants to hear that. But now we have Fromis 9. So I have the set of Nakyung's. Hold on, I can't pick it up. She's stuck. I have the set of Nakyung's. I was almost considering trading her so that I could have Seirom's set and Jisun because they're both my biases. But I don't know. She's very cute, and I like her a lot. I don't know. She's very cute, and I kind of want to keep her. I don't think these are going to fit in here. These fat square ones. So that's fun. Put that over there, I guess. Fromis 9. I love Fromis 9. I think Fromis 9 does a very good job with keeping certain sounds for each album. Their debut album, To Heart, is one of my favorite, I think, debut albums ever in K-pop, because all of the B-sides, like, just, I could listen to it and be like, that's Fromis 9. I sound so dumb, but, like, very good. I love every single B-side on that album is amazing. And they did a very good job establishing their sound with that album. It sounded unique. It sounded different. It was like a mix of like third gen girl group sounds and like new sounds. Like their sound kind of reminds me of Lovely's in a way, but with the more techno, that sound, okay, not techno, but like, I don't know how to describe it, but I love Fromis 9's sound. And I feel like they've been straying away from it the past two comebacks, but I don't think necessarily in a bad way, because it still sounds like them. But their B-sides on My Little Society, it still stuck with the Fromis 9 sound. I was very happy. If you don't know what I mean, listen to their B-sides on Today and then listen to Weather, and you'll be like, oh, I get what you mean, like with the little electronic sounds. Like it still sounds like Fromis 9. These sleeves are kicking my ass right now. What other things have happened that I should talk about that would be nice and fun? My wife. I don't know. Let's talk about, Let's talk about new K-pop groups. New goo groups. Let's see. Is that upside down? No. Oh, maybe. Sorry. Oh, F. I should have. Sorry. Guess I can go over here. I feel like I need to throw a dart at a board right now and just be like, discuss this. Oh, I watched a video the other day called NCT 127's B-sides are not good, from the perspective of an N-citizen, or from the point of view of an N-citizen or something. And I was interested, of course, because I was like, oh, okay. So I watched it, and I kind of get it. That sounds so bad, but like, I watched it and I was like, oh, okay. These two go together, so I feel like they should be together. Fun fact, I did an unboxing of the Love Bomb, what is it called? From 9, and I pulled Soyeon twice, and I traded her for the Nakyung right here, because at that point it was my first ever photocard trade, and I like cross traded because I didn't care. I was like, whatever. So I got her. But then I was like, oh, now I'm down one card. But then I bought this one, so I win. Anyways, that's so dumb. What was I saying? What was I going to talk about? I completely lost my train of thought there. Holy shit. I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the hell I was just about to talk about. I completely forgot. I can't remember. I don't know. Let's talk about albums. What other... Let me get my phone so I can see what my recent listening habits have been, so I can talk about it. Elris. Let's talk about Elris. Recently, I have been really into Elris because a few months ago, I was hooked on We First. Like, I went on a We First binge, and that song was crack to me. And then now, since it was summer, I started listening to Summer Dream again, which, fun fact, that was the first Elris song I heard because it played on Spotify's Kpop Bubblegum playlist at one point, and I was like, damn, this is so good. So every summer I listen to it, and it's really good, and I really like it. But I'm kind of scared to get into Elris because they have not had a comeback in so long. So I'm scared I'm going to start liking them, pick a bias, and then they're going to D-word. So I am waiting. That sounds terrible, but I'm literally waiting for them to come back before I get into them. But I really do like the Summer Dream mini album. I like Focus a lot. They also have another song on there that I really like, but Jackpot was not my cup of tea at first. I will be honest. I think it's cute, but like I haven't quite gotten into that one like I got into the rest of their songs. I still kind of need to go through their discography. Like, I can't quite remember what songs belong to which album, but I can't get this in. But yeah, so Elris is a very new favorite of mine. Okay. These are going to be very hard to get out. What else do I have? Oh, TXT. Let's talk about TXT. So, TXT had their comeback too. Oh wow, this is going to be fun to talk about. This was my first TXT comeback that I didn't immediately like all of their songs. Listen, I am obsessed with Love Song, or OX1 Love Song. I don't know the full name. It's something like that. It's like, I Know I Love You, Math Equation. Anyways, this was the first mini album they put out where I listened to the B-sides and I went, yeah, I don't need this album. I don't necessarily collect TXT, but if any group releases an album where there's no skips on it, I'm inclined to buy it. Especially if I like the album concepts. Like, that's how I got into A.C.E. It's because they came back with their Butterfly Effect album, and I listened to it and I was like, this is too good. This is too good. And I had to get it. But no, I listened to their mini album called, what was it? The Dream Chapter Freeze or something. It was called like Freeze. And I went, what the hell was that? Sorry, there was like a gunshot outside. At least I think it was a gunshot. Anyways, welcome to America. But I listened to Freeze, and I was a little confused because, again, not to beat a dead horse, but the title track was a very particular sound, and then the rest of the songs on the album was a completely different sound. And I was a little confused because I liked where they were going with the whole early 2000s emo punk kind of little bit of screamo moment for a love song. I absolutely adored that concept. I thought the music video was amazing. I love TXT's music videos. But then the rest of the songs in the album, I was kind of like, this is different. I think I sent a ranking of the songs to my friends, and at the very bottom is Ice Cream. I'm never listening to that song again. Listen, I don't like that song. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that song. Magic, that grew on me a little bit. It's kind of, like it's giving very much Butter by BTS, where I was like, no thank you. No thank you. But now I kind of like it. I like Magic. No Rules, I think No Rules was promoted. It's okay. It's a good song. But it doesn't top New Rules. And I don't believe anybody when they say they prefer No Rules over New Rules. Absolutely not. That's a lie. You don't need to lie to yourself. Dear Sputnik, is that one? Yeah, Dear Sputnik. I like that song. I think I like that song a lot more than I like Magic. I liked Freeze. Was it called Freeze? What's that song called? Hold on. I liked Freeze, I think. That's the one with Ash Nico, who produced it, right? I was obsessed with that because I was so excited that I heard that. Like the second the opening started, I went, oh. I was excited. TXT. The Chaos chapter, sorry. The Chaos chapter, Freeze. Yeah, Frost. Okay, Frost. I like Frost because I love Ash Nico, so I heard she was producing it, and I was like, no. Like, I was so excited. What If I Had Been That Puma? I was kind of confused. I don't know what's going on, but there's another gunshot. Someone doesn't want me talking about this album. Anti-romantic. This is an interesting choice for a promotional B-side. I was kind of confused why they chose that one out of all the ones. But you know what? I was like, okay, I get it. I don't hate it. It's just, for a ballady, it's supposed to be like a ballad song. Wasn't really doing it for me. But yeah, I think maybe it'll grow on me. I haven't really listened to it since it came out. But it's definitely not my favorite TXT album, and I don't think I'll be getting it, which is a shame because I really, really liked the concept photos, like the whole Ice Prince thing. I thought that was so nice. I was like, oh, this is everything. But the songs itself on this album haven't exactly been hitting, but it's probably one of my favorite title tracks, which is so weird. My favorite TXT album, I would have to definitely say, would be Eternity. I forgot what chapter that was called. But I liked Eternity a lot because I loved all the songs on that album, and I liked Can't You See Me. I know some people think it's boring or generic sounding, but I liked it a lot. So yeah, that's my thoughts on TXT's The Chaos chapter, Freeze. The stages are very fun to watch for that. Speaking of TXT, their photo cards can't fit in like literally anything. So Big Hit, you please stop doing that. TXT's photo cards are not going to be put in any of these photo books because they can't fit. Big Hit, please stop doing that. Just give us selfie photo cards. We don't need a whole square. Like, we get, like, the student ID one, and then the one where it's, like, in a frame, and it's on a keychain. Like, that's too much. You don't need to do that. It's, like, it's cute sometimes, but can we please just get a normal-sized photo card, please? So that's all the photo cards I have that I'm keeping of my alts. So I think I can just start going with other people, because I guess I have room. What else do I have in here? There's some photo cards I have where I don't really keep up with the group as much anymore, but I just don't want to get rid of it. Like, I'm not obsessed with A.C.E. I tune in to all of their comebacks, but I really like Leah, and I really like this Yeji photo card, so I just want to keep her. That's it. And I like the backs. I think the backs are pretty. This is a Jisoo photo card from Busters, but she's no longer in the group, and I have no clue what to do with her now. And I also have her postcard. So, I don't know the direction. I don't know what Busters is doing right now. I think Busters added 2 more members. Can't say I've kept up with them a lot. They haven't had a comeback yet, but I don't know. Busters is very... I hate their management company. I do. I hate their management company, and I just wish that they would be normal for once. It's getting very concerning to have all these young girls debut in a group and then a year later they leave. Concerning. Very concerning. Guess I'm gonna leave this for now since I have all the things I want in there. This is a photo card Megan made for me, and it's sparkly, and it says, "You are a clown." And I'm gonna put it at the front of it. Oh, it doesn't cover the heart. I'm gonna leave that like that for now. I kind of want to put my red velvet photo cards in the other book, since I feel like they match. I don't know. I'll put the red velvet ones over there for now. I guess the groups that I actively keep up with, I will put in that book. And the groups that I kind of just have, like randomly, I guess I'll keep here. Because there's some groups I don't collect, but I just have the occasional album from. Like GWSN. I would like to start collecting GWSN, but I feel like I don't have the budget for that yet. But I guess these will go in here. Yeah, I guess that's how I'll do it. I want to get a little bit farther in my BTS collection. It's been bugging me for a while, but the thing is with the BTS ones is that for the Love Yourself trilogy, how they have like a bunch of different versions. I don't collect all the versions for those. I collect one of each. So, like, that's just how I do it. I'm not serious about collecting. And that's another thing, is that for groups, I kind of just pick the version I want the most. And I get that first. And if I want another version, I get it later. Same thing with Loona. Even though Loona are my alts, I'm very money conscious when it comes to collecting. So I don't really feel obligated to get every single version. For Paint the Town, I want version A and D. So the colorful version with them in suits, and then the last one with flowers. I really want those ones. Mostly because I just like albums that aren't horizontal. Do you know what I mean? Like, Loona will always do like 2 albums where they're horizontal lined up. Tired of that. I don't want any more of that. Please stop putting them in a line. Yeah, TOO, I guess I can go in here because I only have one album from them. They had a comeback, and I'll be honest, I completely forgot what all the songs sounded like. I like Surf. I like Surf a lot, though. But that was another album where I was, like, expecting it to sound one way, and then it sounded a different way, and I was like, oh, alright. Like, it wasn't bad, but another fresh concept would be Cute from them. I love NCT. The thing with NCT is that I like to collect the albums more than the photo cards, I guess. But also, I only collect the Dream albums, per se. Like, I'm not really concerned about 127s because I don't really like their album packaging. Well, no, yeah, it's true, I take it back. I don't really like their album packaging, like the one for Limitless. Oh god, I hate Limitless packaging. This was my poll for GWSN. I got Minju, which is one of my biases, and I got Seokyeong for the other photo card. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? There. See, so I pulled this, but I would like Mia's. So I'm gonna trade her for Mia. But my wife, she's gonna go over here. And I also pulled her for the keys. Whee! And I also, oh wow, sorry, I just realized something. I pulled Minju and Seokyeong for The Other Side of the Moon, and I also pulled Minju and Seokyeong for the keys. That's funny. I can't believe I just noticed that. I've been meaning to get GWSN's albums, the Park in the Night trilogy, for literally almost 2 years now, and I haven't been able to because every single time I want to order it from the same place so they all come in on the same day so I can do an unboxing. But like, if I go to like my Music Choice LA or whatever, it'll be like part 2 and part 3 are there, but not part 1. It's ridiculous. I would just also like to be at a place where I can drop $80 at once and not feel bad about it. I have a job now, by the way. I know. Working woman. Yeah. I have 2 Jamin Circle cards for Reload and Weeboom. I like the Weeboom one. I'm keeping that one because I think his hair looks very cute there. But I don't really know what to do with circle cards. Like, I just don't. So, I don't know. Might trade him for Hey-chan. He's my bias, but we'll find out. Oh well. And I got Johnny circle card. Okay, now I'm just talking. I'm sorry. I'm just saying anything. This video is like an hour and a half. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I apologize. So I guess my weekly ones I can keep. Yoink. My weekly ones I'll keep in this one. I got my first and last. I think I got it from Mercari, whatever, for a pretty good price, and it came with the Geno photo card. So I was like, yeah, I need him. Look how cute he is. He's so young. So yeah, I was excited. Love that album, and I was really glad to have the physical album because it's just like a cute, tiny one, and it has like plastic on the inside, so like it kind of makes a rattling noise when you shake it, and it like, I don't know, it makes me feel like it's old, I guess. Like, it has like a nostalgic sound to it, just like the whole thing itself makes it feel like it's like a cassette tape. I don't know, it's funny. And then I traded Utah for Hey-chan for this one from somebody on Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot there. I'm not funny though, I'm sorry. I'm kind of funny. I guess I'll keep these guys over here since I keep up with them the most. Oh, Wendy's over here. Sorry. And then everyone else, I guess, will go over here. The miscellaneous. I got Nakyung, and then I got Jiwon, which I unboxed this. Why am I showing you this? You already know this. Sorry. I need to go in like 15 minutes because it's my mom's birthday and we're going out to eat Chinese food. So I need to like do this quickly. So I'm not gonna talk a lot for the next 10 minutes of me doing this. So I'm probably just gonna speed it up and put like Mario Kart music over it, hopefully. Wink. I don't know what to do with circle cards. They're so weird to store. Same thing with this one, the ticket. I feel like day 6 should go in my collect book. Well, I guess Ace too now, since I'm obsessed with them now. I love this photo. Look at them. Day 6, even of Day subunit, is having a comeback very soon. I think the album preview was released yesterday, but excited for that. Their Even of Day comeback was one of my favorite albums of last year too. I don't know what to do with this now too. But yeah, I want Day 6 to have a full group comeback, please. I don't know what's going on with Jay, but it's interesting. It's very interesting watching a K-pop idol become a full-time Twitch streamer. It's interesting, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I would like a comeback with them. I would like to see them perform on stage. I was very upset that Zombie wasn't promoted very well. JYP, When I Get My Hands on You. Oh, JYP. Alright, okay, so all the other photo cards I have are freebies, or they're the ones that I'm going to trade. So I guess that kind of wraps everything up. I'm just gonna stick these in here. I guess I'll stick these guys in there. I guess I'll put the ones I'm trading in this one. But Jaehee. This is the other Jaehee I got. She's very cute, but it's just I don't need 2 of her, and I don't really collect weekly, but I like got 2 of their albums. I got their debut album, We Are, and then I got We Can. I didn't get We Play, and the only reason I didn't get We Play is because I don't like the album cover. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm a 20-year-old woman. I don't really want to have a cat drawing on my shelf. I'm sorry. I got Soon. She's very pretty. I almost want to keep this one. I'm not sure if I want to trade this yet because I love this photo of her. So we'll think about it. But it'd be nice if I got another one of my biases because right now I have a Jiyun Polaroid and then I have a JE Photocard, so I only need Jihan to complete my bias line. But also Sujin. I've been thinking about Sujin. She's very sweet. I love all the members of Weekly. They're all so talented. Oh, I love Weekly. I guess I'll put the 2 Seokhyuns. I'm sorry, Queen. I don't hate you. I just keep pulling you instead of Mia. Same here with Hyunjin. I think I pulled 2 Chus and I pulled 2 Hyunjins. And I'm keeping 1 Chu. I'm trading the other one, but I'm trading both Hyunjins. I don't know which one I want because my bias line in Loona right now is a mess. But it's not really a mess. It's consistently a mess, but it's just... If I only have these 2 to trade, I can only pick 2 of my 5 biases to trade for, so I don't know which one I want. I don't know, I have an Olivia from this version, so I would like maybe a Yojin or Cherry. I would really like Cherry for this version, I think, for the white suits. But I only have 2 versions of 12 o'clock. I'm cursed in NCT where I never pull my bias. Like, I really don't, ever. So I have Yuta and I have Jungwoo. This is from Regular, and this is Empathy. Empathy, the reality version, I believe. This is the dream version, because it's rainbow, but I think the reality version, I bought it with the Johnny PC attached to it. So I have that. So I think since I have Johnny for this one, I think I want Haechan since he's my other NCT bias. I want Haechan for the dream version. For the Empathy version, I don't know. I don't know who I want. Empathy version, I'm so dumb. This is regular. The regular album. I don't know which one I want. Maybe Haechan, maybe Johnny. I don't know. I forgot what they look like. I forgot what the PCs look like. Oh, fuck. I forgot Chu. Okay, well, Chu's gonna go down here then. So yeah, I'm gonna trade this Chu for a PC of one of my biases. I have this Joy one, and I just don't like it because I don't like her braids. Sorry, Queen. So I want to trade it for the Yuri one, maybe? But, because I like Joy and Yuri the most, I think. I've probably cycled through every single Red Velvet member being my bias. It started with Wendy, and then it was Solgi, and then it was almost Irene, and then it was Joy, but now Yuri's my bias wrecker. So, very fun. I miss them. And then Resonance. I want to trade for, I think, okay, listen. So, I have these are my pulls for the Resonance Departure version. And for this card in particular, I specifically want Haechan or Johnny. So whichever one I get, I'll get the other for this one. That's my plan. But that might not work out. But in a perfect world, I would have both Haechan and Johnny. And then both Haechan and Johnny. But I'm not buying another version. I do like the Departure version more than I like the Arrival version or something. Just because the poster I like a lot more. But both versions are very nice and cute. Chola for the Arrival version? Yeah, Arrival. He loves me. I pull him all the time. Look at it. Right. I don't know if I want to trade him. Because I like this a lot. I like it's shiny. And I like his cheekbones in it, so. But I would trade for Haechan. I like Haechan a lot. I got Jaemin. And then I have Jaemin's circle card to go with it. Yoink. A lot of my Photocard wish list is just, I would like it, but like I don't necessarily need it, I guess. I don't know, I'm very odd. I have Jisung. I would like Haechan's for this. I would like it. Little stink though. He's so cute. Look at his signature. Okay. Oh fuck, I forgot Go On. So I have a Go On photo card for this one, and I forgot to put her. Oh. Sorry, Joy. Yoink. Okay. Yeah. Joy, I guess. And then Wow / Sehun. I would like Junhee or Donghyun because I love Donghyun so much. I love them. And then I have all my girl photo cards. I want to trade for Beanie or Erin. Yeah. I'm not gonna say much. I'm not gonna say much on Oh My Girl because I get shot. But their PR manager needs to. They need to do their work. They got some stuff that they need to get in order. And then these are weekly freebies that I got, my weekly albums. So I have Monday, and I got Jaehee again, and then I have like a group photo card, and it's double-sided. It has student on the back, and it's shiny. I like this. I like it a lot. Okay. Come on. Okay. So I guess that's it for now. I need to go. It's time to eat Chinese food. So I didn't put the rest of the photo cards in, as you can see. Yay! But I ran out of time, so I spent too much time talking about music cohesiveness. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Well, like the video or something. Bye!